Greetings and welcome to the lesson. The subject is auditing and assurance. Today we're going to begin on a new chapter known as auditing in a computerized system. Auditing in a computerized system. This chapter has 14 subchapters and we'll be covering a subchapter at a time, subtopic. There are 14 subtopics. We are going to cover a subtopic one at a time, and at the end of every lesson I'll be providing you with the revision questions which I expect you to do. Therefore, welcome to the lesson. The chapter is auditing in a computerized system. Now, candidates, in today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, the prevalence of computerized systems in accounting and financial reporting has revolutionized the auditing profession. Most companies now have computerized accounting systems. And because of the prevalence of the accounting systems, that has changed the way in which auditors carry out their functions. And while these systems offer unparalleled efficiency and accuracy, they also introduce unique challenges and risks that auditors must navigate. So, this chapter on auditing in a computerized environment serves as a roadmap for both aspiring and even the seasoned auditors seeking to master the intricacies of the auditing profession. And in this chapter, we will be delving firstly on the core objectives of auditing in a computerized system. That is the first subchapter. We will explore the multifaceted benefits and potential pitfalls of computerized accounting systems, and we will equip you with the knowledge to harness their advantages while mitigating the associated risks. There is also a subtopic on types of controls. Types of controls. Here we'll be seeking to help you understand the diverse types of controls that safeguard data integrity and system reliability, which is paramount for effective auditing. We also dissect the various control mechanisms from administrative oversight to application-specific safeguards, ensuring that you understand their pivotal roles in maintaining a robust control environment. And furthermore, candidates, to empower you in the digital age, we will investigate the innovative use of what we call computers and cutting-edge computer-assisted audit techniques, popularly known as the CATs. And by mastering the CATs and the methodologies, you'll be able to efficiently analyze vast data sets to streamline audit procedures and also to uncover hidden anomalies. In the subtopic number 6, planning the audit in a computerized system, there is a chapter on planning the audit in computerized systems. Planning the audit in computerized systems. Candidates, here we will be looking at planning and executing audits in computerized environments, which we know can be demanding, but we will outline the strategies and the strategic considerations and the procedural adaptations that are necessary to address the unique risks that are posed by computerized systems. Then we'll also go ahead to assess the potential. We will begin maybe from assessing the potential loss of audit trails to employing embedded audit modules, and also the integrated test facilities, which provide a comprehensive toolkit for navigating the complexity of computerized system. The complexity of computerized system. So those are the embedded, the approaches of audit approaches, auditing around the computer, auditing with the computer and through the computer, and circumstances when each is applied. I've talked about computer-assisted audit techniques. We'll highlight the audit software and also the test data. You understand, candidates? There is also the aspect of the threats in a computerized system. Now, as the threat landscape evolves, candidates, there is need to safeguard sensitive financial data, which is today increasingly becoming critical. We will examine the pivotal role of information security controls such as encryption, firewalls, passwords, and also antivirus software in protecting against unauthorized access and data breaches. So by the end of this chapter, you will possess a well-rounded understanding of auditing in a computerized system. And you will be equipped with the knowledge and skills to conduct thorough, efficient, and effective audits in the digital age. So whether you are a student embarking on your auditing journey, or whether you are a seasoned professional seeking to stay ahead of the curve, this topic is a great resource that will serve as an invaluable companion in your pursuit of audit excellence. Now, having said that, we can begin with the first subtopic, which is audit objectives in computerized systems. Audit objectives in computerized systems. Now, candidates, the objectives of audit in computerized systems are generally the same as those in other audits, but with considerations for specific risks and different controls that are present in the digital environment. And these objectives typically include: one, there are various audit objectives. We want to highlight some of the objectives, audit objectives in computerized systems. First of all, I've said that the objectives of audit in a computerized systems are generally the same as in any other audit, but with considerations for specific risks and controls that are present in the digital environment. So, auditing in a digital environment poses certain risks and challenges that are just unique to that environment, as opposed to auditing in a manual environment. But the objectives are generally the same. So the first audit objective in a computerized environment is to ensure reliability and integrity of information. Ensuring reliability is to ensure reliability and integrity of the information. That is the first audit objective. And in ensuring reliability and integrity, the auditor is required, first of all, to verify the accuracy of financial and operational data. Accuracy. The auditor can only ensure reliability and integrity of information in an audit environment by verifying the accuracy of financial and operational data. That can also be achieved through completeness. 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 The auditor has to ensure that all transactions and events are recorded. All transactions and events are recorded. Another point to ensure reliability and integrity, number 3, is through validity. Validity, validity, validity. The auditor has to confirm that transactions are authorized and legitimate. The transactions that are presented to him in a computerized environment are not only authorized but legitimate, because they can be authorized but not legitimate, and they can be legitimate but not authorized. So the auditor has to ensure that the validity of information in a computerized environment. So the first objective of audit objectives in a computerized system, computerized system, is to ensure reliability, which is done through checking the accuracy of information, the completeness of information, and the validity of information. The second key objective is in relation to efficiency and effectiveness, evaluating efficiency and effectiveness. Evaluating efficiency and effectiveness of operations. The second audit objective in a computerized environment or system is to evaluate the efficiency and effectiveness of operations. And that is done through 1, operational controls. Operational controls. That means assessing the adequacy of controls over input, processing, and output. Input, processing, and output. Input, processing, and output. Assessing the adequacy of controls over input at the point of inputting data in the computer system, processing data that has been inputted, and the output. Are there controls at each stage? That's what we are referring to as operational controls. 2, system performance. System performance. That is to say, reviewing the efficiency and the effectiveness of system operations. Computer system operations. Reviewing the efficiency and effectiveness of the system operations. 3, resource utilization. Resource utilization is another way to evaluate efficiency and effectiveness. Efficiency and effectiveness is always related to resources. Okay? Do you understand? Resource utilization. That means evaluating the optimal use of resources, including hardware, software, personnel, and so on. So one audit objective in a computerized system is to evaluate efficiency and effectiveness of operations. And one way to evaluate efficiency and effectiveness of operations is through resource utilization, which means evaluating the optimal use of hardware, software, and personnel. Three, safeguarding assets. Safeguarding assets is an audit objective in computerized systems. Safeguarding assets. Safeguarding assets. Okay? And that is done through 1, logical access controls. Assets are safeguarded through the logical access controls. That is to say, verifying the adequacy of access controls to prevent unauthorized access to data and computer system. Do you understand? To safeguard assets, there has to be logical access controls where only authorized personnel access the computer system, access the data. Do you understand? Access controls. That is how to safeguard assets. In relation to safeguarding assets, there is the aspect of physical security. Physical security. Physical security. That is to mean reviewing physical security measures to protect the assets of the organization, to protect hardware, to protect software from theft or from damage. Physical security is a way to safeguard hardware, software against theft and damage. You understand? We've done 3 key objectives. Then another one is in relation to compliance. Compliance with laws. Compliance with laws. Number 4, compliance with laws, regulations. Compliance with laws, regulations, and internal policies. That is an audit objective in computerized systems. The first one is regulatory compliance. Through regulatory compliance. Regulatory compliance. That is to ensure adherence to relevant laws and regulations, e.g., data protection laws, privacy laws, industry-specific regulations, and so on. That is how compliance with laws, regulations, and internal policies are concerned. Regulatory compliance. There is also internal policies. Internal policies. Internal policies. Internal policies. That is to mean verifying compliance with internal policies, procedures that are related to IT systems and data. Organizations that operate in a computerized environment must have internal policies which guide employees on matters relating to information, the information system, the data, and so on. So when conducting an audit, the auditor has to have this objective of checking if the internal policies are complied with. You understand? Another objective is to provide recommendations for improvement. Providing recommendations for improvement. That is an audit objective in a computerized system. And these recommendations can be as a result of control weaknesses. Control weaknesses. Control weaknesses. The auditor may identify weaknesses in the control system, and therefore he or she ought to report on control weaknesses and provide recommendations for improvement. The recommendations can also be based on operational efficiency. Operational efficiency. The auditor can suggest ways to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of the information technology systems and also the processes. Remember here, one objective is to evaluate efficiency and effectiveness of operations. In the process of evaluating the efficiency and effectiveness of operations in relation to operational controls, system performance, and resource utilization, the auditor may or should make recommendations where he feels that there is room for improvement. Providing recommendations for improvement on the basis of control weaknesses or operational efficiency. So candidates, these are 5 key audit objectives in computerized systems. 1, ensure reliability and integrity. Ensure reliability and integrity. Ensure reliability and integrity. 2, and that we said can be done through accuracy, completeness, and validity. Number 2, evaluating efficiency and effectiveness of operations through operational controls, systems performance, resource utilization. Safeguarding assets. These are physical security of the hardware, software, and against theft and wastage. Then there is logical access controls. The fourth audit objective is compliance, ensuring compliance with laws, regulations, and internal policies, and lastly, providing recommendations for improvement. That is the end of the lesson assignment. Number 1, what are the primary objectives of conducting an audit in a computerized system environment? Number 2, how do the objectives of an audit in a computerized system differ from those in a manual system? 3, what are the specific risks and control considerations that auditors should focus on when auditing computerized systems? 4 is what are the key challenges that auditors face in defining and achieving audit objectives in a complex computerized system? Those are 4 questions. In our next lesson, we're going to differentiate between computerized and manual systems. Bye bye.